What's up, everyone? I just came back from horseback riding. I got my Crocodile Dundee hat on. I got my little cowboy thing on. And we're about to do this thing, right? I realize this is too low. Just want to raise the roof a little bit as you guys are coming into the chat. And I'm going to dispel the nonsense on the internet. I just showed my friggin' appartamento. Does that work? No, that doesn't work either. That's too high. Here we go. You guys are coming in to the chat. I literally just walked in the door, threw down my stuff, and I was like, I need to talk to you guys. All right, here we go. Here we go. So excited. Here's like my hat. All right, here we go. I literally just came in from riding. What's up? What's up? Deborah's in the house. I love it. So I'm going to go right into the stupid... I can't even watch these videos on keto. I literally have an aneurysm, a headache, like brain cells leak out of my left ear. I can't with this. So don't forget to like up the stream. We got 20 people in the house. The YouTube algorithms really love Stephanie. All right, let's start off with the one that I cannot stand the most. Number 1, bullcrap, myth, lie, garbageness on the internet about keto is, and it's a lie, that you can refeed on carbs to boost your metabolism. Thank you, Frankie. To boost your metabolism, refeed on carbs? How do you adapt if you're eating carbs after 7 to 10 days? Right? This whole carb backloading thing, and they call it targeted ketogenic diet. It's all lies, because it takes so long to actually keto adapt, because your body has to develop the enzymes to convert ketones into acetoacetate to get into the Krebs cycle via the liver. And it's a process. And so if you eat carbs again, the body's like, well, why would I adapt? Because it takes so long. It takes so long for the brain to learn how to use ketones constantly. And that doesn't happen in 2 weeks or 6 weeks or whatever people think. It takes about 3 months if you do it all correctly, because within that 3-month period, you're going to go back and forth and back and forth. Hello, everyone coming in. Hey, Tony. And let's hope that this is not buffering. If it is, it's not my fault. It's my freaking apartment, where my apartment is. Now, with that said, yeah, so if you're refeeding back on carbohydrates, glucose goes back up, glycogen starts to is restored, and then the brain is already having difficulties to convert and use ketones, so it just goes back to what it knows, which is gluconeogenesis, or the use or the wanting of glucose via gluconeogenesis as a process to raise blood glucose, not glycogen storage. All right, myth buster lie to you guys. Number 2, eat a lot of protein. I mean, it's embarrassing how many people are like, the amount of protein. I had a woman the other day, she was eating 12 ounces of beef. And she had thyroid issues. So you got thyroid freaking low, T3, and you're eating 12 ounces of beef, and you don't poop every day? That meat's going to get backed up, right? That's a lot of work for your kidneys. So don't worry about your triglycerides. Please, people with this freaking cholesterol panels. People ask me for my cholesterol numbers. It gets on my nerves. I'm like, y'all, it doesn't matter. Just leave it. Go do a calc test and know your calcium score. And if you're super worried, go and do an LDL small particle B thing, where there's only 3 labs in the US, or go get an MRI and shush. Okay? Not you with the triglyceride question, but all these other people freaking out. Now, with that said, let's keep going on my list of the 5 stupid lies that drive me nuts when I go on the internet. I don't know if you're the first, Karen, but let's hope that you were. All right, so people who eat a lot of protein, if you get a glucometer, you'll easily see that it spikes your blood sugar. It just does. And it's like, the conveyor belt, the assembly line, can only take so much protein in one chewable sitting. If I ate 12-ounce steak right now, on my frame, can you imagine? It's going to be just a lump just sitting there, because you're going to need Stomach acid, which a lot of you guys have too low caloric acid. I feel like a Captain Cook here. Too low stomach acid. You guys don't have, like, your gallbladders. There's a lot of you guys have issues with the gallbladder, leaky gut. And it's really a stomach acid issue and an enzyme protease to be able to break down that protein. And if you chew fast on top of that, it's a clusterfuck of a mess. You're not going to adapt. It's going to spike your blood sugar. If you don't believe me, go use your blood glucometer and just call it a day. All right, beef. Now, keto, carnivore, keto, omnivore, low carb, high fat. I'm not responding to any questions until I'm done. So recycle it when I'm done, because there's more people watching on the replay than there is on the actual stream. There's only 42 people. And there's only 10 likes. So if you guys like up the stream, that actually brings people more to this channel. People aren't hitting the notification bell, and they're not getting notifications. But I digress. Let's continue. So recycle that question if you don't mind. Plant protein is garbage. Anyway, so with that said, let's continue with the list. Now, this myth of the high protein thing is driving me nuts. And people are having real issues adapting on high protein. So the third myth down on the list that bothers me is that keto is designed for fat loss. I'm sorry. No, it's not. It's a process that your body is able to enter in and out, right? In and out of ketosis, or highly keto adapted, based on your diet and your lifestyle. So it's all about insulin regulation, right? So you have to balance your insulin, which means balance your hormones first. So if you have menstrual cycle issues, adrenal issues, thyroid issues, high blood pressure, not high cholesterol, high blood pressure, you've got insulin resistance, you've got estrogen dominance, low, you have low T3, you have leptin signaling issues, you're not going to lose weight until you try to fix and address all your issues with stress and sleep and weak gut wall, which goes into the fifth one that I cannot stand, which is you do not count calories on a ketogenic protocol. So that's my top 5, right? So I'm going to go more deep dive into those, especially the last two, because they're really connected, which is calorie counting and also high protein, that's connected to that too. Calorie counting and thinking that keto is for weight loss, because a lot of you people are gaining weight because you do it the wrong way. We got to add a sixth. We must. You don't intermittent fast. You don't intermittent fast. You don't dry fast, snake fast. You don't fast to get more ketones. That's actually, I should make it 6. All right, we'll make it the top 6. You do not fast. You will never be in ketosis fasting, ever. Okay? Now, you might produce ketones, and the blood sugar your insulin might drop, and then it's going to rebound, because that happens to everybody who does an extended fast. Period. It's the way it is. You don't get into ketosis by doing one meal a day. Did you guys forget that keto is a high-fat diet? How can you eat high fat if you're fasting? You can't. And that's why when people test their ketones within a few weeks, they're just crap. Everything rebounds. Blood sugar spikes, ketones drop. People first do it and their insulin drops. And yes, even a carb person can have pretty good ketones by just not eating carbs for 6 hours. That doesn't mean you use them, and over time you won't see a stability of those ketones. That's my top 5. And now I'm going to answer those questions where people are like, can you please answer my question? I swear, you're not answering it. I can't answer questions when I'm explaining how this works. My top 5. All right, here we go. Why would I need to tell him? I've been doing keto longer than he even knew what it was. Number 1. Okay. So number 2, Dr. Baba is the adrenal body guy. When did he become the keto guy? What, 2 seconds ago? I don't need to tell him nothing. Y'all need to tell him how it's making your body feel. He goes, he promotes intermittent fasting. That has nothing to do with me. What does that have to do with me? What does that have to do with me? I don't understand. Okay, because I'm like, I show what my body looks like. Okay, I show what my stuff looks like. I don't wear a button down. Maybe I should start wearing button up shirts up to here. Okay, so that's like, I've got nothing against the guy, but that's his reality. That's not my reality. My reality is telling you all the truth. What? That's what's up. When you work with so many people over the years, and you can go back to my earlier crappy videos, I was working with people then. People fasting over time, you guys have adrenal insufficiencies, you have gut issues, you have inflammatory issues, you don't sleep well, you don't rest when you fast. I keep telling you guys, you want to fast? Go read a book. You want to fast? Sit on a hammock. You want to fast? Lie on a beach. All right? Or fast when you sleeping. But don't intermittent fast and think you're going to get ripped and shredded, because you won't. You're going to have go to the whole gluconeogenesis process because you're not adapted yet. The body's like, I need glucose. I'm not adapted. So why don't we just break down some muscle, some collagen, some skin, some bone marrow, and convert it back into glucose? You have to contextualize things, people. Hypoglycemia, adrenal insufficiency, thyroid issues. Had some bread for the first time in 2.5 months. I'm sure it kicked me out. What was the fastest way to get back in? Oh, just do the same thing. Up your fats to over 200. Have your protein moderate to low. I don't know if you're a male or woman. Oh, you're a woman. Your protein between 45 and 58, 60, but more like 45 to 55 grams of protein unless you're really tall. Stop eating, going bread-ish. What? I don't get it. Here we go. Can males do bodybuilding on keto without lots of protein? I mean, men have a lot more, 10 times more testosterone or 100 times more than a woman. And you guys see, I build muscle all day long. So why would I need to go and ask if a man needs to build muscle when I'm a woman at 52 who builds muscle and stays lean, eating a ton of fat? And my protein's around, y'all know I eat between 50 and 53 grams of protein per day. Let's see here. Thomas DeLauer has extensive research on fasting. Come on, people. It's embarrassing. He has extensive research on fasting. I can't with this, y'all. Drink the Kool-Aid. Not you, y'all. Too much. What? Wait. What does he say? Because I didn't read the rest. Thomas DeLauer has extensive research on fasting. I'm curious to your thoughts. Okay, on it. I don't want to start a war, but there are things that I know. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. Okay, I am full natural. All right, I'm full natty. And extensive research, what does that mean? He has extensive research. I have extensive research too. How long has he been on the internet talking about intermittent fasting? What, a year and a half? 2 years? Y'all know I've been talking about this stuff as long as you can go back to my original videos, and even back to my original videos, I was talking about like low carb and not keto because I thought y'all are going to think I'm crazy saying take out all your carbs and all your starches. Let me see. You need to explain how to get 200 grams of fat without sticks of butter. I'll show you. Not even please. At least that other person said please, y'all. You need to. Okay? You want to know how it's done? Here's bison tallow. See that? See that? You see that? Y'all making things complicated. Swear. Now you're going to make me have all sticky mouth. I just dropped some on the ground. See that? How hard is it, people? Steph's in a mood today. If I have one more person ask me how I get more fat in, and that wasn't butter. Sorry, I'm chewing. You don't want to see a bunch of stuff in my mouth. I have the camera going like this. I don't know how he looks because I haven't looked at his channel in so long. I know he's not 52 though. I know he's not a woman with a menstrual cycle. See, men out there, I know I dropped a piece. I don't know where I dropped it though. See, men, our bodies as women are very complicated. You have all these men telling you what to do with your body. I mean, super complicated bodies. Because we carry babies. And that's a game changer. So to be a woman in her 50s and still have muscle and be lean and healthy collagen. I sound so sarcastic. I don't mean to sound so sanctimonious, sardonic, pedantic. But yo, I get these questions on my Instagram, on my Facebook pages, on my, like all over the place. It's kind of hard not to be. I'm younger than him. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I mean, I said it, but I was repeating what you said. Yeah, don't eat after 6. Oh my God, kill me. I'm 53 and trying to convince myself to do this. Yo, how do you eat the fat? Yo, I just sat there and spooned tallow, which is a lot thicker. Not gonna lie. Kind of got like a coconut oil texture to it when it's cold. Mm-hmm. Boom. Eating fat to me is no big deal. I don't know what the deal is. At all. Organ meats. Look, I got heart right here. This is grass-fed beef hearts. This is gonna, I just bought an air fryer because everyone was talking about it. I was like, I'm just gonna put this in the air fryer and see what happens. I can eat it raw. Y'all, I bought like 40 pounds of beef, so I had to freeze this sucker. So, thawing it out right now. Man, no, I don't have any kids. But if I did, I'd still look like this. You know why? Because I've met a ton of moms who look like this, who take care of their body. 1 pound of beef liver for dinner, yum. No, 1 pound is too much if you're a woman. Oh, you're not, you're Mark. Mark, you don't need 1 pound. This is 1 pound. To be honest, you only need about 4 ounces of that. That's it. You don't need to eat a pound. It's too much protein. There's that piece. I knew I'd find that little piece. Okay. Let's see here. Y'all, you want to know why I get so freaking crazy on the internet? Somebody just asked, you know, how do you get your fat in if you don't eat butter? And I grabbed tallow and showed them. Then another person says, so you don't eat butter now? What the frack? Good Lord, people, do I have to show myself eating butter too? Oh my God. Killing me. Jeez. I gotta dispel all the myths, because if I don't eat butter on camera, I think people don't think they eat butter anymore. Butter. What's butter? Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Mark. Now I'm eating butter. Now no one can say on this stream, now so you're not eating butter anymore? I say 2 tablespoons right now. 2 tablespoons of fat. That's what's up. And I'll still stay lean. A lean machine. I'm so cocky right now. I'm just filming myself because I just went back. I just got back from horseback riding. No, I don't eat cheese. I'm not stupid. Oh yeah, the 7th one is that you can adapt on cheese. That's another bullcrap. Nuts and caffeine. Let me see here. I like to track my macros. Do you have any recommendations for males? I'm 41, by the way. Franco, who's Franco? Frankie. I don't know how active you are. I don't know how tall you are, and those things matter. So put in those little things that'll help a little bit. And your age. Wear a helmet on that horse. Nope, I'll never wear a helmet, Linda. Nope. I don't believe in helmets for horses. Now remember, I rode skateboarding. Where's my skateboard? I rode skateboarding. I was a pro skater for 12 years. Okay, see that? Falling on a skateboard on cement with a helmet can save your head. Falling and becoming paralyzed and breaking your neck and your back has nothing to do with your head. A lot of people don't learn how to fall properly off a horse, or they're riding a horse that they shouldn't be riding. So I'm just super against helmets for me. People need to learn how to fall. I went horseback riding, was it 2 weeks ago? And I purposely flipped off and rolled off the horse because that's how I learned how to skateboard. You're on a ramp that's 12 feet tall. You got to learn how to literally dive into a ramp and learn how to fall. You got to learn how to roll or run out of a bale, which I can't run anymore, so I had to find a new way to fall. So I will literally go and fall all day when I skateboard a vert ramp before I even skate. I'll just fall. So learning how to fall and roll off a horse is so important. I don't think anybody does that because they're so afraid of falling. Oh, you do agree with that? Yeah, no, I don't believe in helmets. Ugh. No, I get it when people fall and they get injured or they hurt their back, they become afraid and they wear the helmets. They're still going to hurt their back. So you got to learn how to fall. Yeah, oh yeah, you guys, I'm doing a keto course if you want to subscribe to the course. And I do keto carnivore, omnivore, and low carb, high fat. StephaniePerson.com, and I do consultations. I just opened up my calendar yesterday, and I created more affordable rates. I created different rate packages. Random videos. You just got friggin' hacked by Deborah. You can't. Y'all gonna say something stupid. You're gonna get shut down. Do you eat bone marrow? I don't eat so much bone marrow anymore. So many people were having glutamate issues. So monosodium glutamate salutary to the brain, and it tastes like rotting corpse anyway. So now I'm prescribing people to eat a meat broth so they can get a little more potassium in. Yes! Get some beef, get some rump, make some broth out of the butt, the pig, the lamb, the frickin' beef, and get your potassium in, and it's much tastier. And that way, when you're doing, like, when you're adding fat to a broth, because that's fat to a broth, that's another way to get your fats in. That way, people can sip on that, and it's way tastier. Because like a meat broth is so delicious. As they say in LA, it's so delish, so fabulous. All right, here we go. Zinc can cause dry skin. What's the best natural sources? Oh, you mean zinc supplements? Liver. Should I go get some liver? I should have got my liver instead of the heart. But when I opened up my freezer, that was the first thing I saw was the friggin' heart. So I pulled it out. I'm in such a good mood. Y'all, I literally can't wait to start riding. I'm going to start by leasing a horse. So I've been at this ranch a couple times now. And the owner's like, he's a little bit liking Stephanie. He's like, come anytime, we can ride. Anytime. And he's like smoking cigarettes and drinking. So he's the sweetest guy ever, like total sweetheart. But he's like, hey, honey. Y'all women know sometimes it's tough being a chick. And I don't just mean the hormones. How do you solve causes of the constipation? So constipation is for different reasons. So we have to figure out what your issue is. It could be because of leaky gut. You might have an imbalance of gut microbes going on. They can paralyze peristalsis. You could have a thyroid issue, which will also connect to not being able to poop. You guys might have low stomach acid. A lot of people have low stomach acid, and that's the cause of their constipation. They don't know it, and then they'll take things like proton pumps or Tums, or do whatever, and the stomach acid's lower, or they drink alcohol or caffeine, or they don't eat a lot of red meat, which downregulates the HCl level, so you can't freaking take a poop. So the way you'd solve that is to make sure that your caloric acids are up. Like, you might want to take BT and HCl, or just make sure you don't have a histamine response to apple cider vinegar, and you can do that before to help digest some of your food. You shouldn't have to rely on fiber to poop. If you guys are having an issue with gut microbes, you might want to start with a low-level probiotic with only 4 strains of bacteria rather than 10 or more, and keep it like 30 billion and under culture count. That could help with your constipation. Did you ever have any, epiphany about your diet that seemed to dramatically change things for you? Yeah, I've been doing keto for 12 years and I haven't eaten a drop of sugar, no sweet fruit, no soda, no ice cream, no crackers, none of the stuffed pizza that you used to love. Yeah, that was my radical diet change. I mean, who does that? Who just quits everything hardcore? Who does that? Just looking at the comments. I eat unsalted butter because salted butter tastes like a salt lick rock. It's so nasty, I can't. A lot of people are like, oh, they put more salt in because they're hiding their acidification of the butter that's unsalted. I broke my back coming off a horse. Helmet saved my life. But you broke your back. What, you mean, do you hit your head? But that's you. That's not me. Yeah. You have to learn how to fall. Like, I'm a super crazy mega athlete. My whole career as being a pro skater for 12 years was falling. That's all we did all day long. You skate for 6-8 hours, you fall. And if you don't know how to fall, you're more at risk at hurting yourself on a horse. I think that people who have helmets rely on them. They don't learn how to fall. That's super important. You got to learn, literally have to roll off a horse and fall. Linda's just ignore the helmet. Y'all, look, just let me be me. If I make a comment or don't comment, don't tell me how to act, because then I'm not going to enjoy the stream. So whatever I do, just, there's free information here, and you can check out at any time if it's like getting annoying for you. This has to be fun for myself as well. I have no thoughts on LDLs because we need high LDLs. We need a carrier back to the liver to create more cholesterol. And so if you have low LDLs, that's also problematic. What you don't want is sticky, small particle LDL-Bs. So when you come back with a high LDL number and the doctor's like, oh my God, we need to put you on a statin, they could kill you, when perhaps that having your high LDLs could be a good thing. Everything's contextual. And you have to do 4 LDL or full cholesterol, 4 cholesterol panels over 4 months each month to even see any correlation. You can't just take one and be like, oh my God, it's so high. Thanks, Linda. I'm just being silly. Y'all know who've been following me for a while. I get sarcastic, but you get sarcastic because everybody tells you what to do and how to act and what to say and who to be. And it can affect you. You can get triggered and not know how to find yourself. So that's the reason why people tell me how long to do my live streams, stop talking to the chat, nonstop people tell you what to do. And if you are swayable, you'll start listening to people and it really messes up your confidence. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you. I don't forget anyone. Wait. Hi, I don't forget everyone. Oh, everyone. Wait. Everyone to hit the like. Oh, yeah. You guys, so there's so little likes going on today. I think people forget to like. And the reason why I would even ask for people to do that, please like, subscribe, and all that is because it just makes you more visible on the YouTube algorithm. And otherwise, I would never say like up the stream. But in this case, like up the stream. And to do that, you collapse the freaking chat and you hit the thumbs up, and then you reopen the chat with hitting the icon to chat, and you're back. As I play Jack Sparrow, sort of Aussie Jack Sparrow-ish, right? This is my writing little fanny pack. All right, here we go. You're a huge fan. Okay, awesome, Linda. Thank you. Let me see. My ketones are 0.2. That's really low. In the AM, fasted, and 1.8. Well, you never check at night, so that's waste of a strip. Because whatever you're testing at night is what you're eating, and you want the body to learn how to access the body fat. Even though I said keto isn't about weight loss, you want to learn how to use this as your fuel, this as the restaurant of your belly or your gas tank, and not what you ate. And that's why you test fasted in the morning on an empty stomach for ketones. Now, glucose you can test all day long, but sort of an objective number is a fasted glucose. But you can also test after workout. 2 hours post meals, not 1 hour. People keep testing an hour. Like, no, don't do that. Let's see here. I just turned 50. Yay, you're in the 50 club. I used to say you're in the 40 club. Now you're in the 50 club. And my goal is to be 100 and in good health. Oh, yeah. That'd be cool, right? It's possible. We got to get our detoxification pathways going and our methylation going and great attitude and like don't intermittent fast or do 1 meal a day. And don't trust anybody on the internet, including myself. Just hear me out and then do your own research and find out things on your own. It's really awesome. David, how do you build calf muscles? I mean, sometimes it's the muscle belly shape of your calf. Luckily, I'm sort of blessed with those African Mandingo genes where I've got good muscle belly. So a lot of the shape of your muscles is indicative, especially with the calf muscle. So I don't have a very short one. A lot of black men have very, very small, short calves. It almost looks like they have no calf. It's so high. And it's not a long calf. So if you have a long muscle belly, it looks like you have no calf. So I don't know the shape of your calves. Luckily, I've got good calf muscle belly shape. But I don't know if you're going through gluconeogenesis with a lot of men. They tend to eat a lot at the legs when they intermittent fast. Sorry. I can't wait for another 2 years to pass where people are like, oh my God, she was so right about the fasting. I should have listened to her. Rendered fat doesn't sit well with me. I wonder why. I wonder if your gallbladder is a little sludgy. How do you get started back on keto? I just ate, if you watch the rewind, I just ate 2 tablespoons of fat. Make sure your fats are over 200. Proteins are moderate to low. Either no carbs, no plant source foods, or cruciferous vegetables. And I'd just literally do about a cup and a half, if you're doing omnivore, a cup and a half to 2 max measured raw first before cooking of cruciferous vegetables per day. Why do black guys have skinny calves? Do you think? I just explained it. David, were you listening? If my bicep, right, is up here, it's going to create a big space right there. There's going to be a big gap. If my bicep goes all the way to my elbow, if you see some guys have their bicep, it goes all the way to the elbow. They don't have as much as that pop, right? The bicep pop. Calves are the same. So the shorter the muscle belly, the more of that space between the calf and the ankle, and you've got these skinny calves and tiny muscle bellies up above. I'm wearing pants, clearly, you guys can't see, right? So if I got a short muscle belly and it's up here, I'm gonna have a long, skinny leg. But if my calf goes all the way to my ankle, then I'm gonna look like I have cankles. That's just how it works. That's why black guys look like they've got no calves. I meant, does it depend on ethnicity? There's no such race, because clearly I'm not a race. I freaking have every mix on the planet inside of me. So there's no, whatever that whole race thing, that, no, that does not exist. Trust. Because what race am I then? Let me see. What's your eating window if you don't fast to stay lean? I get what you're saying. Okay. So, no, you have to it's not about my window of eating. It has something to do with adapting. So your body has to learn how to keep the blood sugar very stable. And a lot of you guys have dysregulated blood sugar because you don't sleep well. You don't hit enough REM cycles throughout the night. You have adrenal stress. You have thyroid issues, right? You have high inflammatory markers, you see reactive protein, all these inflammatory markers are high. And your hormones are jacked. And so when you're trying to get lean, your insulin's too high, right? You're producing too much insulin. Your blood sugar's dysregulated. You've got too much estradiol going on. And when your sex hormones, your estrogen is too high, your progesterone's low, or man, if your testosterone's too low and your estrogen is too high, and your insulin is too high, you're not going to stay lean in any window. In fact, fasting could make your metabolism slow down, affect the thyroid, adrenal function, and the body's like, I'm starving, but you're not relaxing. You're just moving. I need gasoline to drive the car. People don't understand. Food is like gasoline to a car. So you put gas in, you start doing a bunch of stuff, then the body has to find a way to fuel the brain. It's a fledgling brain. It needs energy. And it can't just rely on glucose from gluconeogenesis. So it will start to break down proteins in the body, skin, collagen, that muscle under the neck, under the arm, like all those places downregulate your hormones, and then your estrogen rises, and then it's this negative feedback loop. So you guys got to be very careful when it comes to getting lean. Now you guys see that I'm lean. I eat a ton of fat all day long, and the older I get, the leaner I become, and the more muscular I am, the more I go into my 50s. That's what's up. I love it. I love it. People are like, oh my God, don't you feel like you've lost something? No, I don't feel like I'm deprived. Food is not my entertainment. I find other things in life that make me feel so good. Like today, living in Cali with perfect freaking weather in the 70s, going riding, horseback riding, outside, connecting to the circadian rhythm. Life can't get better, people. I love it. Stephanie, I had keto flu when I tried for 2 weeks. Keto, what is it? Tried for 2 weeks. Keto months ago. Okay, keto months ago. What's better to begin? Keto, your keto course or your keto meal plan? The meal plans are general, so it's a one size fits all. So that's not individual. They're not custom. So that's one you have to consider, but it's a guideline. There's like 30 pages or 28 pages of guidelines. So that's good. The course is something that's ongoing. So, I mean, with a meal plan, you get a plan. And with the course, you're not getting a plan, but you're getting course instructions on how to do it. And I do many consultations on Sunday. So tomorrow I will be doing 10-minute consultations with people on a live split screen. And then Monday is the hardcore course lesson day. And then we have group discussions, and I sit and analyze your guys' meals, like what your macros are. People will take pictures and upload it. I just did a carnivore challenge, which was so fun. And I gave people assignments to do every day for 2 weeks. Most people who signed up did it. And if people will allow me to, I will take some of those videos, edit them into a short clip, and show you guys the course and how I do my course page. And I was reminding you guys to sign up for my keto course, which is keto, omnivore, carnivore, and low carb, high fat. Go to stephanieperson.com, and she's written it out in big caps so you guys know how to spell it. How many inches is your waist? I don't know, y'all. People ask, like, what's my blood type? You know, now you're asking, like, do I have kids? Like all these weird things. I have no idea. You guys, I'm live video on camera. There you go. I don't know what my waist size is. I'm 5'3" and I weigh about between 124 and 126 pounds. So there you go. I don't know. I haven't checked my waist size because I don't give a crap about what my waist size is. Okay? I don't give a crap. And I like to have a nice little booty, you know what I'm saying? But the waist size, I don't know. Thank you, Stacy. I love California. I've traveled all over the world, y'all. I lived in a small African village for 2 months. I don't know what I was doing. I did in my 20s. Yo, that was crazy back in the day. I've traveled all over the world. I've traveled. I lived in Europe forever. Alla som förstår mig vet att jag bodde i Sverige många år. Så alla som kommer från Sverige, Norge, Danmark, Sverige. Alla som förstår mig vet att jag försöker prata lite svenska. So I lived in Europe for a long time and can't use that darn Swedish anywhere. And it's getting rusty because I never talked to anybody in Swedish, and that was years ago. I used to live there. But I digress. I have seen your plates with butter on it. I started to have a full stick of butter, lower protein, and my hunger is completely gone. No cravings. That's what's up, right? Please restate what you said about high LDL. No, just watch the replay. Because if I answer that one question for you, everybody's like, oh my God, you already answered that. So ridiculous. I know in your mind, it's like, oh, quick, because I've done that too. When I listen to what live streams, I'm like, oh, say it again. But the person's like, no, watch the replay. I stupidly listened to my doctor and added back some non-keto foods for a month and what wound up a crazy lady, eczema flare up, exactly, major anxiety. I'm back on track. Happy to be back. That's what's up. Yeah, doctors, people like behoove me when they're saying things like, I'm 60 years old and I need to lose weight. Do you do consultations? Yes. Deborah, can you write my website again for the woman who wants a consultation? I've got an open calendar, so you can go there right now at stephanieperson.com. But doctors, people are like, so like, what kind of education do you have? Or people say online, oh, but you're not a doctor. And I'm like, it's doctors that are messing you guys up with a bunch of pills. And blood tests that they don't even know. Like, oh, I did a thyroid test. Okay, you did one. Or you did a thyroid stimulating hormone test, a TSH. Okay, did you do full panel? Yeah, I did a full panel 2 years ago. No, you need to do a full panel 4 times in a row each month to get an objective number. Oh, my doctor has me on Synthroid and Armor. No, Synthroid and Thyroxine. How long? Oh, it's been 15 years. What? Yeah, and it's not working. I'm still gaining weight. So they switched me to Armor or Natrothyroid. But I'm still gaining weight. So they just up my dosage. Thank you, Deborah. She said to book a consultation, Stephanie. That's me. Go to stephanieperson.com and I swear act normal in a consultation. I am as normal and as human and as empathetic as can be. And I listen. Because here I'm the only one freaking talking my ear off. I recommend keto for tinnitus if you do it the right way. And that's, if you do it the wrong way, you're going to have that flare up. It's going to get worse. If you do keto, and I know vegans always say, you're doing it the wrong way. But I've got a ton of videos explaining, especially this one, like lies about keto, like refeeding and drinking coffee, and you don't get enough deep sleep, and you're not eating enough fat. That will create a tinnitus. That's what I mean when you're doing it wrong. That can create a tinnitus flare up. Or vertigo, or freaking Bell's palsy, or whatever. Do you experience symptoms before your period? What do you mean? Was it experiencing me? What do you mean? No. I get a little hey, I'm about to start little crampy poos, and then it starts. But, like PMS? No, not me. But every woman is different. Just have to say, thankful for helpful and positive people like you, or would need more positive people, Jacob. Thank you, Jacob. I mean, some people get my sarcasm, but underneath it is coming from somebody who's gone through a lot of stuff in life, and I'm very, 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 very connected and connected to people, very much so, even though it doesn't seem like it in a live stream at all, but I very much am so. Okay, so my mom was diagnosed with cancer in her brain. Okay, so she has some type of OMA. And Bones, ooh, your story inspires me and gives me hope. I'm working on getting her on keto. Yeah, it's really hard. Like, I can't keep my mom on keto now. It's the bone of contention between us. that there are so many things. Like once you have these older parents, because I'm in my 50s, she's in her 70s, they don't realize how fragile their lives are, even though they survived cancer. And that's kind of how my mom is. She's still stuck in like 1984 and still thinks that I'm in high school. And I'm like, Mom, I'm in my 50s now. All right, here we go. Let me see. Hi, Steph. My mom is experiencing memory loss. What keto up? Yes, please. That fat for the brain is so important, and coconut oil is not really ketogenic, but that lauric acid is. So that's really, really good for the brain, lauric acid that's in coconut oil. But animal fats, getting that blood sugar down, getting that insulin or ketones up, blood sugar down, and insulin regulated, it's so good for brain injuries, dementia, Alzheimer's, you name it. Okay, because if my mom doesn't get enough fat in, she stutters because she's had brain surgery. She had a glioblastoma. It's the most aggressive brain tumor on the planet. It's a hot mess, okay? It's a hot mess. She had post-operative swelling and her gait's messed up. She stutters now. She sounds dyslexic, so she'll reverse words sometimes, and people will be like, what? I'm like, she has a brain injury. Long story. But she's still alive, okay? Okay, let me see here. How do you heal the gallbladder? Okay, can you tell you're very loving, just the higher energy, love it. Oh, okay, thank you. I am. I really, really am. And I think what happens as you get older, and I'm an alpha female, obviously, but as you get older, and you'll sort of sway, to be accepted by people. You'll do things, you'll be in the wrong relationships, you don't treat yourself well. And then as you get older, once you go like, well, wait, whoa, I can actually control my own destiny, my own belief value. I can have some self-value in myself. Once you have that realization, okay, it is on like Donkey Kong. And then all of a sudden, people try to push you around. You're like, no more. Okay, that's not happening anymore. I'm not going to be in any more bad relationships, and I'm going to have very, very good, strong bonds and connections with people this day moving forward. Let's see. Okay, gallbladder is like, look, you have to get rest. You have to freaking poop because you have to clear out the estrogen. You have to have impeccable posture because C-shaped spine creates a circulation for the biliary system, and in the biliary system that starts to collect sludgy gallbladder that gets stuck or stones. So biliary system cleanse, getting that estrogen regulated and your progesterone back up. If you're a woman, yeah, you're probably a woman. Staying away from blood sugar dysregulation. High carb foods will make the blood sugar wacky, which will create issues in the gallbladder. Staying away from high oxalate foods like dark chocolate and spinach. Yeah, I said it. All right. Thank you. My mom is like your mom, a challenge to make her do keto, and she treats me like I'm in high school too. I love this, but I will try to get her to take lauric acid from coconut, at least to start with that. Put it with food because she's probably going to have a hard time digesting it, and she'll probably have Hershey squirts from it in the beginning. But y'all don't know my mother. If y'all think that I'm an alpha, she dwarfs me with her alpha female isms. Like my mom, and I've said this before, when I was a kid, she would drag me back to the supermarket. First of all, she'd be in the supermarket 2-3 hours looking for the freaking coupons and the deals and all this kind of stuff. And then she would get the food, we would get home, and the bagger at the time, because people used to bag your groceries back in the day, the bagger would, let's say, bruise her bananas, and she'd be like, oh, hell no, we going back. Now, my mom doesn't talk like that because my mom sounds like a white person like I do. Okay. And so my mom would be like, oh, hell no, we going back to the supermarket. She would pull me by the arm. She'd be like, excuse me, sir, but you bruised my bananas. I'm not taking that. Yes, there are only alphas in my family. It's not pretty. Okay, let me see. Do you approve? Hold on. Wait. See, thank you. Okay, I read that. I gotta go soon too. Do you approve of oxbile and or pancreatic enzymes to help with absorption of what? Oxbile? No. You only take oxbile if you got a gallbladder issue, right? Because if you don't, and it's just leaky gut, and you add an extra salt that you don't need, you can get like heartburn. So only use gallbladder if you think you have stones or sludge. Pancreatic enzymes. You have to tell me what your symptoms are. Otherwise, people are going to hear what I'm saying and try to copy it. And kind of concerned about that. Let me see. Good evening and happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Oh, to Deb, right? Deb was the boss. That's what's up. I'm lucky to have her. All right, y'all. There's 98 people in this chat and only 51 likes. So can we get the likes up? I don't check who's liking, so don't think I'm, seeing who you all are. Y'all don't see who else is liking, but it really does bring up, like when I'm actually going live, it'll pop up on people's homepage more. So I encourage people to help if they like the information that I'm giving. Today I spoke about the top myths, the people who just came in. I was debunking it with the amount of protein, with the insulin, the calories. All of these things are so ridiculous. Deborah's writing how to like up the stream, because a lot of people don't even know how to like up the stream, which is to collapse the chat and hit the thumbs up and then reopen the chat and go back in. Bloating and constipation, regretting pancreatic enzymes. And that's a problem with enzymes. A lot of people have a poor reaction to them. Enzymes, any type of enzymes are to be taken in cycles, because you can have like a really bad reaction to them. Yeah. Bloating and constipation. So did you ever have this problem before? Like, what's the history behind your constipation? Do you have issues with plants? Are you doing keto omnivore? Are you doing keto carnivore? Where can I get electrolytes from? I'm feeling weak during doing keto sometimes. Okay, so it may not just be electrolytes, minerals. It can also be from blood sugar dysregulation, becoming hypoglycemic on keto, downregulating your T3, inverted cortisol, and then you consider the electrolytes. So people have an issue sometimes with leaky gut. So when they are getting in their electrolytes, they're still getting muscle cramps on magnesium, or they don't balance out their sodium potassium balance. So leaner meats, bone marrow, which I'm not excited about the glutamate, or the organ meats that have higher amounts of potassium in them. Now, people do get potassium who are not doing carnivore from spinach, which has oxalate. So boil it and then pan fry it, squeeze out the water, get rid of it because the oxalates are in there. And then you can use avocados for your potassium, take a magnesium supplement. Obviously, sodium, get enough water, and then try to heal that gut. And then you'll be fine. But you got to heal the gut, or else stuff's not being absorbed. And don't drink coffee, because if you're drinking coffee and you're having issues with your electrolytes, guess where they're going to end up? In the toilet. Oh, get the likes up. Thank you, guys. Yes. What is it? Finally Love Me. I like that name. How do some people get away with carb cycling, eating carbs at night? Those people are in ketosis. So if you're asking if they're adapted, they're not. So we scratch that off the list. And some people have really great GLUT4 receptor development. Their GLUT4 receptors come out when they work out. Douche. So they eat carbs. A lot of the muscle will uptake that, right, and use it as energy. And their glycogen storages will go and they'll release it. And they've got very efficient fat cells. So fat goes in, it's released back out through gluconeogenesis, and their body uses the glucose. That's why some people can eat at night and still be lean. Tends to be men and younger. Doesn't tend to be men in their 50s. So I don't know any men who are in their 50s completely natural who can do that, who don't get fat. So everything's contextual. I've been watching your videos on YouTube and really want to start doing keto, but I have hypothyroidism, and everybody does. And you got a thyroid T3, you got Hashimoto's, you got high TSH. Doctors told me the keto diet may not work for me because of my thyroid. Okay, so they don't know what they're talking about. They do, they don't. It all depends on your discipline. I suggest a consultation. It all depends on your discipline. It depends on your prior damage. It depends on the level of issues you have with your thyroid symptoms. All of those things, excuse me, all of those things matter when you're trying to, let's put it this way. Keto can either help that thyroid because your blood sugar becomes more regulated, or it can hurt it. It's all about the discipline and the knowledge. Let me see. What's up? Was it Maricela? Okay, so I should go soon, you guys. I need to drink more water. I've been out all day with horses and I got a headache. That means I haven't drank enough water. Deborah says, my doctor loves that I'm doing, she's got RA, by the way. I'm doing keto. He absolutely gushes about how good my lab work is. So there's somebody with a very, very debilitating autoimmune disorder, rheumatoid arthritis. It's really gnarly, you guys. Y'all who don't know what it is, it messes you up. You got to have surgeries, your joints are fracked, you're in pain, you develop skin issues. Like, it's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. I mean, to have to go through tons of surgeries and have your joints all lock up. So for her doctor to be so happy, so you got to find the right doctor. A lot of doctors don't, most doctors don't know nothing about keto. Shoot, the doctors who talk about keto don't know about it. I'm just saying. Some of them do, most don't. Oh, love from France. Love it. Love, love, love. Need to go back to Europe, but not now because it's getting cold. Okay, I lived in Europe for almost 16 years, and that like literally scarred me to death, those winters. So I'll be back. I think I'm going to go to Europe and to France and to Sverige or Denmark or London and all these places next summer or spring. Yes, Deborah's reminding you guys to book a consultation. Go to stephanieperson.com. Yeah, most doctors don't know. Even the ones like people who I love, like Steve Finney, Jeff Bullock, like, you know, they have great body of work. I mean, I've got almost nothing but amazing things to say about them, but they'll tell you to eat bouillon cubes, which are loaded in MSG. They'll tell you to eat cheese, which is very inflammatory. A lot of people cannot deal with the casein in cheese. So everything's contextual, right? And these are ketogenic doctors. Yes, I've tried liver pate. I love it. I love all things to do with liver. Why did you just pass over my question? I didn't pass over anything. I didn't see it. And to be honest, when I'm on my phone, which is that big, and you get tons of questions going up, it's not that you're passing over anything. Your eyes pick something, you read it. By the time you read something else, your comment is gone. Don't get triggered. Write it in caps and say it again. Jeez, why did I pass over a question? You see what I'm saying? People are literally demanding sometimes. They don't think like, did she actually even see my questions? Maybe I should write it in caps. Maybe I should ask Deborah because maybe Deborah saw it and Steph didn't. I'm standing at the end of a day. I'm tired. My back hurts from being a pro skater. I've been riding horses all day. I need to drink more water. And you're talking about passing over a question. Jag förstår inte. Fan helvete, jag förstår inte varför så många människor säger saker som jag lovar. I think that cavity fillings, I have silver, they're horrible. They're horrible. I had a ton. In fact, I went and had a bunch removed and I was like, well, that was stupid. Like, I shouldn't have had them removed. I didn't go to a holistic functional doctor. Even that is dangerous. Even if you go to them, I think that silver, when dentists are still putting mercury in the mouth, they should have their medical license taken away and they should be locked up and put in prison. There you go. They completely destroy your gut health. Now you're exposed to heavy metal toxicity for the rest of your life. Yes, a bigger screen, but who's that person? Was it T-Roz? T-Roz, normally I have a studio where there's a big, huge screen. And if you go back to the last live stream, I was in a studio. Today I'm on a phone because I just thought I would answer some questions. I see so much garbage on the internet about like all these things. People talking about keto. And I'm like, there'll be like 40,000 views on it. And I'll look at it and be like, who can listen to this garbage? They don't say anything scientific. They don't say anything that's like remotely towards things that are in context. Like, what if you have what if you have a thyroid issue? What if you have a gut issue? What if you have low testosterone? What if you have histamine intolerance? What if I mean, people don't contextualize anything. What if your fats are too low? Well, what happens when you refeed and your blood sugar drops and you feel really sick? What if you're not absorbing your electrolytes like this person's saying? I'm still having, electrolyte symptoms of the keto flu. They don't talk about that. You know why? Because it doesn't get clicks and views. Or they just don't know. Morning sign, Stephanie. New recommendations for next few months. For what? I don't remember the comment before, so I don't know what you mean. Y'all, I talk 100 miles an hour because I'm trying to tell myself get off this stream like every 5 seconds. What supplements do you? Oh, how can I forget? These. All right, thyroid suppers. We got some desiccated brain. Y'all check out Ancestral. So, you guys know the story that I started purchasing these. They do head to tail. It's not nose to tail. This is the best Oregon grass-fed company on the planet because they do head to tail. They do all weird stuff like trachea and lungs and brain and thyroid and adrenals and thymus and kidneys. So I ordered from them to deal with the histamine response to bug bites, and the inflammation went immediately down because thymus and kidney help with DAO production, which is diamine oxidase, which helps take down the histamine that's coming out of your mast cells. And I just kept talking about them and kept ordering the supplements and kept talking about it. And somebody's like, this girl is talking about your supplements all the time. And then they're like, oh my God, we love you. We love you. Can we sponsor you? So discount code is Steph Keto, but not on Amazon, right? Steph Keto. They should be on Amazon. I'm going to get on their case about that. And they do international orders. So here's brain. This is really great. It's got high vitamin D in it for the thyroid. Okay, y'all who D deficient, brain. There you go. Look at that. Oh, what other company does brain? And here we have kidney. You know, actually, you guys, I've been wanting to do a video. Whoa. I need to do an unboxing. So when I go to the studio, I'll have my Greek guy, filmer guy, and we're going to do an unboxing of these and really talk about them and go into each supplement for each disorder. I've got one person who's got lung cancer and he's taking the lung. So, yes. La cucaracha, ya no puede caminar. No, that's not how it goes. Yeah, so those are the supplements. And magnesium. Maybe Lauracetin. Maybe. All right, you guys, time to go. Got raw goat brain and put it in my goat liver, pate, great stuff, right? If you just eat real, I always will say to eat real organ meats over the supplements. But since I'm sponsored by them, I'm going to talk about it. And the discount code is Steph Keto, capital S, capital K. Okay, guys, so it's time for me to go. How do you heal the gut correctly, step by step? Oh my God, not now. Okay, but not feeling stressed in a live stream to get off. That's number one, because we don't want my cortisol to spike. So that's number one. Number two is to follow a circadian rhythm and to get up when the sun rises and go to bed when the sun goes down. Number three, it is to frigging not intermittent fast, snake fast, dry fast, or OMAD, okay? Because we don't want the adrenals to freak out as your gut wall's trying to heal. Sleep is when your body really starts to repair. So you want to follow that circadian rhythm and train your body to go into deep sleep and wear some blue blockers. Do I wear some blue blockers? I do behind this whole curtain, and I came home and threw everything on the ground from horseback riding. So when the beginning of the video, you guys see a bunch of junk on the ground. Hold on a second. Where are my blue blockers? Okay. These are part of my supplements that you have to get, right? These are blue blockers. Okay, there's gamma or spectrum. Now there's a lot of companies now. There's greasy freaking smudges all over this stuff. But there you go. You guys have to follow circadian rhythm or the gut can't heal. It's really about sleep in the gut wall and not fasting because you don't want to be hypoglycemic. Just saying. Okay, you went horseback riding. Awesome. I'm going to do that too, right? Not only am I that I went horseback riding, I'm going to buy a horse and then I'm going to buy 2 horses too, ultimately. And I'm going to get my black, bronzy, golden brown, chocolate booty outside and connect to the circadian rhythm and ground myself, which is also a part of healing the body as you get older. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I'm over an hour. I was only going to do 30 minutes, but no, stupid Steph couldn't shut her mouth because she's like triggered, excited, because I got to do one of the things I love, which is I love skateboarding, right? I love dancing. I love photography. You guys know I'm a photographer. See over there? See there? That's my photography. That wall. See that? See that wall there? That's all my photography. Boop, boop, boop. And hold on a sec. Let me just get this corrected. Okay. I love photography. I love skateboarding. I love sports, horseback riding, working out, and learning about the body. So those things really keep me motivated and very, very excited and very happy. Eating good food. Yeah. And those endorphins, those, the brain to body connection is also a part of healing that gut, because if you guys stress, your caloric acids start getting all down regulated, you don't digest well. Like, people don't understand. If I go like that, see that? I hit my elbow like that, that raises my inflammatory markers. So you want to keep that, the body, that fight or flight response down to minimum so the gut wall can heal. Bye, Maricela. Thank you, Deborah. Thanks, Steph. I love your long videos. Thank you so much. Denise M. Thank you. Finally love me. Thank you. Finally love me. Finally love yourself. Is that not the best ending to the stream with my good day little Aussie hat on, and we're like semi-horseback attire on, where I just came in, threw off. Y'all, look at this. Y'all, look. These shoes are black. They're jet black. Nope. Not after going to the stables. So I literally was like, I need to do a live stream really quick. So I threw off everything, threw it in the corner. I need to clean these right now. I need to go clean my car because there's dirt all over it. Bye. Thank you, guys. If you want a consultation, go to stephanieperson.com. If you just want to do the keto course, it's the cheapest course out there, but it's the most informative. stephanieperson.com. You can also go to my Instagram, which is Stephanie Ketogenic. My Facebook, which is Stephanie the Business, as in the body business, person, which people named me that years ago. So that's how you guys can get direct contact with me. Don't forget to like up the stream. Don't forget to hit the bell and subscribe so you guys can get more informative information. That's what's up. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mary. Thank you so much, Deborah. Discount code one more time. It's Steph Keto. Steph, STEPHKETO, capital S, capital K. Boom. Tack för dina... Okay, here we go. Christina says, tack för dina bra försök följa. She's thank for the great time, whatever. She's gonna try to follow. Följa dem har det gått från a 58-year-old lady in Sweden. So I'll say it right. Okay. Tack för dina bra råd. Försöka följa dem. Följa. Ja. De har det gått från en 58 år dam i Sverige. I know I didn't pronounce that all perfectly, but at least I can read it. Can you guys read that and say that? Not easy. Trust me, the first freaking day I went to Sweden, I was like, I can't read anything here. There's those extra letters and little O and like the dots and the freaking O. So, yeah, no, capital S, K. Hello, Steph, Keto, capital S, and Stephanie, capital K, and Keto. Thanks, guys. Så duktig du är. Nej, men tack. Jag vet, okej, att jag pratar svenska lite, vad heter man säger, inte så bra. Men jag försöker i alla fall att prata som bäst jag kan för att finns inga människor för mig att prata med. There you go. Would you let a 22-year-old take you out for a fancy keto dinner? Because I would love to take you to a fancy keto dinner. Other than that, Matt. Okay, first of all, you guys, People often ask me if I'm a lesbian, but I'm so not. I'm just so not. Number two, eating keto with a 22-year-old is fine. Most of my friends are in their 20s. Y'all know that. Somehow, when I walk through the gym, I'm the Pied Piper of young boys for some reason. Relationship with a 22-year-old? It's like you're constantly having to be that person's mentor. But having fun, oh, all day, yo. Because I'm younger than a 22-year-old. Y'all 22-year-olds are all scared. You got the phone up your face. You know, you're afraid to say, like, hey, what's up? You know, I'm around so many 22-year-olds. They're so scared of everything today. They're scared. They don't got no energy. They don't sleep well. I'll be like working out. I'll be like, yo, let's do sets of pull-ups. They'll be like, I'm so tired. My pre-workout ran off. I ran out. Okay, guys, I need to shut up. I'm super hyper and super silly. I got some energy at 52. And let me see. My grandmother is Hungarian. Oh, I know a little Hungarian, but I think I forgot it. It sounds Hungarian when you speak Swedish. Yeah, Swedish people talk Swedish different, so there's like an American bend to it. A real American is going to sound like this. Hur mår du? Jag heter Stephanie. Jag kommer från USA. Okay, because we speak in the throat, which is really, really ugly. Somehow Swedish people like it. Why? I don't know. So I say, Swedish people bounce more, like, assa, hur läget, hur mår du, assa. Like, I don't do that. I speak more like blah, 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 blah. So maybe that's why it sounds Hungarian. Do you guys react to your athletic body? How do guys react to athletic body? I think that when I first started working out, it's 23 years ago, there wasn't that many fit girls, and I got fit pretty fast because I was always doing sports. And the first, you can't see because the light's all diffused, but within the first 3 months, I started to develop abs. I always had like little tiny shoulder cuts. But like when I went to the gym, people would like stare. Now I'm actually going to gyms and seeing more fit women. It's weird for me because time just goes like this. And you're like, one day there's no fit chicks. The next day there is, right? You go on Instagram, there's fit chicks everywhere. Like it was like the Sahara Desert. But with that said, men are still not used to women with muscles. And I'm only 5'3" and I'm not a very big person. I probably look bigger on camera than I do in person. As you guys can see, I'm not huge. But I think guys like it. Because, you know, as long as you keep your sexiness, right? Whoa. I think that men like a strong woman who's fit and toned and tight, but men who date women like a woman who still is feminine, right? So they like the strength because you can become their best friend. You can do anything and be like, oh my God, I'm getting dirty and that's so gross. And you, like, I'm scared, I'm so scared. Not me. Girls like, I'll be pushing the guy out of the way. Be like, oh, I'm scared. I'll be like, come on, you pussy. Come on. So when you're encouraging a guy to be stronger, it kind of scares them. They get scared by that because I'm physically strong, I'm mentally strong, and I'm intelligent. So they're attracted to it, and then they're scared of it at the same time because men in nature want to feel like a man around you. And if you're stronger, faster, smarter, then it kind of scares them a little bit. So I'm in this very, you know, this really weird, sticky dichotomy of guys being attracted to me, and then they get around me and they're just, their balls kind of go up into their body sometimes. Men don't like to hug a pack of vegan bones. That is so true. But I've said this before, women are never going to be rock hard unless they take and stuff, right? Because if you actually squeeze the arm, you feel all the estrogen, and I'm not like you don't. It's not like a rock hard person, you know what I mean? And if you go to my Instagram, which is Stephanie Ketogenic, you can see a nice shaped peach booty. It's like bloop, and that booty is made up of muscle, but it's also made up of nice fat. So you got a juicy booty, and yeah. So I think things balance out when I'm at the gym and have muscles, and then they're like, "But you got a butt." Like this gay guy's like, your butt is so juicy. He's a gay older man. He's like, your butt is so juicy. He went up and went onto my butt. He's like, I want a butt like that. So, yeah, I'm just being silly now. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Like, a quarter of the people dropped off when I started being stupid. Find guys that game me up. Look, guys don't game me up, okay? They're intimidated. The younger guys are intimidated. Guys are intimidated by me, right? I went to a ranch today with an older guy who was trying to sort of be like with me, and I was just like, and he's sitting there smoking cigarettes, right? Unhealthy, smoking cigarettes, drinking soda. And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna. He think he could. They're them older men that feel like they kind of got a chance with you, which is like hilarious. But I gotta go. Thanks everyone. Now I'm just off the subject. Discount code is Steph Keto. Steph, STEPHKETO, capital S, capital K. Yes, I can be very silly, or I can be very, very, very scientific. I'm not just into physiology, I'm into history. I love traveling around the world. I love anything scientific or anything. I love learning languages, as you guys can see. I tried to learn Swedish as an adult. It's very hard to learn a language as you get older, especially a language like Swedish, which has weird pronunciations to certain letters, and they have three more letters added to the alphabet, and weird vowel sounds. There it is. For everybody watching the replay, Deborah wrote it in the comment section how to spell Steph Keto. Have a great one, everyone. Cause energy. Okay, it's time to eat. It's almost defrosted, right? My heart is almost ready to just yum it up. Okay, guys. Bye. Have a great day, night, and replay.